I know. So when you're sitting like that, does it bother your back? Namge? No? Okay, I think we have enough blocks for the number of people here. Do we, Tom? Close, yeah. Because what I want to do, and I think I want to start most of you on a block, and I'll do it from the side. It's a sitting pose that's considered somewhat difficult. Some of you might need something under your feet. But the pose, and I have 2 blocks up here that I don't need. So let me show you the pose. It's called Sitting Hero Pose. And you come to the top of the mat, and you take the flesh of your calves out. Tops of the feet are flat, and you sit down here like this. Now, don't sit back down if it really bothers your knees. It means you need to come up on something. You don't want to torque your knees. So the thing that I like people to do is, for the most part, so I see it's difficult for you, Zamki, that's fine, it's fine. It's okay that it's difficult for people. So this is what I want you to do, sit down, sit on top of it. Good, Tom, that's better. Now Ani, you're forward, do you have a block? Does Ani have a block? She looks like she needs a block. Here you go. Yes. Okay, who's getting it on the tops of their feet? You need a blanket under the tops. It's not about sitting on your feet, it's sitting in between your feet. And if it's too intense, we have to pad it up so you can do it. And it doesn't hurt to sit up on a blanket either. You know, it doesn't matter if you need a blanket for the tops of your feet, because the feet have to rest back. Eventually they get flexible enough. Yeah. How's that, Kunga? Good? Yeah. This is called Virasana. Vira is hero, it's a hero pose. And it's considered a meditative pose eventually, but it's intended to keep your knees very flexible, your knees and the tops of your feet. So we come into the pose. Now you're leaning forward, Tenzin, so what makes you lean forward? Feet? Okay, tops of your feet. Okay, that's easy enough to address. So I want to take this, and I'm going to lift up your feet for me. And put your feet there, and then put that blanket back where it was. Yeah, sit on that, yeah. How's that, better? Yeah. So if you have props, what it means is you can stay in the pose longer. If you're only in the pose for a short amount of time, like you come down and you say, okay, I can do the pose now, get up, you're not going to get the benefits unless you stay in the pose, because it's not an easy pose. It's a difficult pose, and you want to have your buttock bones, your sit bones, you want them to be sitting on something, either a block or the floor or a couple of blankets. You don't want to be suspended like this. You want, yeah, and you can bring yes, you can sit on that blanket. So you need something under your feet, it looks like. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to take this right here. You can get up. Now I'm just going to show you. And then I'm going to have you bring your knees right up here. Bring your knees here. Yeah, come up to the top. Yeah. Then this goes under your feet. Yes. And then this you can sit on. Try. And if it's still, yeah. How are you doing? Good. So, with a little bit of help, your knees, they're not getting too pulled, and the tops of your feet have support. Or if the tops of your feet are fine on the floor, then that means that they have a certain amount of flexibility. Now, do you think you could stay here a while? Yeah? So some of you could. Some of you could stay here a while. If you stayed here a while, where do you think you'd start to feel it? So let's talk about it, the tops of your feet. So do you want to put a blanket under your feet so you can stay longer? Anybody else? What would make you come out? What would make you come? Your knees? Is it your knees coming down on the mat, or does it feel like there's too much pull here? Pull on the knees, okay. Now, take your hands back behind you like this. Now you really get to feel them stretch. Now lift your chest. So take this chest, yes. Now I'd like it if you can move your blankets close to you so that your hands are on the floor or the mat. You don't want your hands on the blanket. So you want your hands on the floor or the mat. Yeah, just get it out of the way, yeah. And how are you doing, Sange, with that? How are your feet? They're kind of splaying out. Would it be better to put something under them? No? Because they're kind of coming out. You want the feet straight back. And if it's difficult to do that, we should pad it. Yeah, it is, yeah. The feet go straight back, yeah. Then walk back and lift your chest. Bring your chin down to your chest here like this, yeah, and lift the chest. It's like you're lifting your chest up to your chin, yeah. Breathe. Everybody's holding their breath, the jaw soft, yeah. Now some of you might be able to come back farther. Just depends. Don't tear your knees up. If you can, that's fine. If you can't, that's fine. It's just, there's possibilities because these get longer. These muscles will get longer. So go to where you can right now and breathe. Look to the right and look to the left. So just observe what you're saying to yourself. Observe where the sensation is in your body. If it feels like it's going to be injurious, if you feel it's going to injure you, please put your hand up and say, I really need to do something about this. Or if it really feels terrible, come on out altogether. So nothing can make you stay here but yourself. So if you feel it's beneficial, you're getting a nice stretch, because sometimes this pose is held like 5 to 7 minutes, and then sometimes it's held for half hour or 45 minutes or an hour. So it just depends on the level that people are working, yeah. So Tenzin, your knees are lifting, which means they're getting pulled up by the quadricep. When your knees lift, it means that these are short and it pulls the knees up. So it's better to stay up, go to your edge, go exactly to your edge before the knees lift up. So yeah, some people can come back and lift the knees up, but it's not really considered safe for the knee because it means this is short and you're trying to get this long. Imagine if this is short. What does it do when you go back? It lifts, it just lifts. So yes, so go to your very edge, yeah. And eventually you'll get that long and then you can come all the way down. So I'm just showing you the possibility. You do it long enough, you can, but you're not expected to do that, but you can feel it, yes. Does it feel good? Okay, so come forward now. We're going to do the opposite pose to sitting hero, which is downward facing dog. So let's come on over. Come over to your mat. Everybody, let's go into downward dog. Take the props off. You don't need the blankets and the blocks for this. Turn your toes and lift. Come on up. Woo! Stretch those legs. Yes. So I'm going to come around and see how you're doing, everybody. Yeah. So tell me, yeah, you don't want your hands on a blanket. You want your, open the fingers up, everybody. Open your fingers up. Yes. And shake your head gently, yes and no. And observe how it feels. Observe how it feels, yeah. Huh? Okay, is only when you do that, or is there pain otherwise? A little bit further apart. No, apart, this way. Yeah. Now, is that helping at all or not? Still going there? Mm-hmm. And how long have you noticed that? Everybody bring your knees to the mat and your hips back to your heels and come into child's pose. Tell me how long you've noticed that? Okay. They're never relaxed, okay. Oh, you feel tension. You feel a lot of tension there. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, continue to do this, and then I'll show you other things you can do for your shoulders. How about everybody else in the shoulders, huh? Okay, so let's get a little more. This probably helps people with shoulders. We're going to go into partner work and have it one strap between two people, and I'll use you as a demonstration, okay? So this is Secho. Okay. Okay. I want you to come into downward facing dog. She's going to come into downward facing dog. So put your hands down and come in. Now I'm going to downward dog. No. Take your knees here. Yeah. And then lift up. Come into downward dog. Downward facing dog. Come on back. Back. Yes. Now I'm going to step 1 foot in here, and I'm going to take hold here, and I'm going to pull her toward me. Now, does that take the weight out of your shoulder? Yes. But it takes it where? Into her legs. So now her legs are taking the bulk of it because I'm pulling the weight into her legs. So her shoulder gets a break, but her legs are getting stretched. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, I'm going to hold. You're going to hold it yourself when I let go. Yes, good. Let your head be soft. Now, when I let go, is your shoulder starting to hurt again or no? Good. So she's starting to transfer the weight to her legs. Okay, now bring your knees to the mat. Secho, come on down. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And rest. Okay, so let's do this. Pick somebody you can do this with. Partner work. I'm going to be supervising. One person comes into down dog. Okay. Now wait a second. Wait. Everybody, one sec, everybody. Listen, I want you to do the measurement where your feet and hands should be. So come down, take your knees down, take your hands, spread your fingers. And then bring your buttocks back to your heels. Let your feet be flat. Okay, now where your toes are, where my toes are, where your toes, that's where you turn. Turn your toes and lift up, and lift up. That's where you should be, yes, and press back, And don't pull up, you pull straight toward you, toward the wall. Try not to pull up, so you pull straight back. You don't pull up, you pull back. Yes, but 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, so you won't drop her, yeah? Put 1 foot in there, 1 foot here, and 1 foot back. That's safer. And then pull. How are you doing with that? Feels good, huh? Now, don't pull up, pull straight back. Don't pull up. Put 1 foot way back. Put 1 foot, yes. And try to keep your, now, don't pull her off the mat, but anyway, how are you doing? Yeah, good. Spread your fingers. Good. Yeah, so he wants to come down, does he? Okay. Come down and rest. Go ahead. When you rest, come down like this. Bring your buttocks back to your heel. Come on down like this and rest. Yeah, come on down. Yeah, rest. And then you can push his back a little bit. Ask him if it feels good, and ask if it's bothering his knees. I want to tell you, you're not pulling up, you're pulling back. And Chotso, you need 1 foot. Yeah, you've got it. You've got 1 foot in front. 1 foot in front. Yes. Take your foot well in there. Take your foot. Yeah, more. Yeah. So here, let's put it, and then take it straight this way. Yeah? No, then you switch. Huh? No, it needs to be flat. So bend your knees, no, this way. And let your buttocks come back. No, yeah, see this? You see that? See the difference? Yeah, that's what he, and this is tight, so he needs to bend his knees. Eventually he can do all of it. Huh? What? You want to do it to me?
Question coming.
Okay. Okay, so I usually say double the fabric. It just feels better if it's doubled, yeah? Okay. Put 1 foot forward and 1 foot back. No, Ani, take 1 foot in and 1 foot back. 1 foot between my legs. No, here, yeah. And 1 foot back further. Yeah. Yes, that feels good, yeah. So you see how to do it, Ani? You see how to do it? Yeah?
I have to, yourself you pushing up way.
Huh?
When I'm stretching you,
Yeah.
yourself pushing up.
No, I want you to pull me back.
But still the person going up.
No, I'm not going up.
Like do me.
Okay. So you do 1 foot. Bring your feet back further, toward me. Yeah, yeah. Okay, now I'm going to come in here. And now I'm going to pull you back. There. How's that? See, do you feel that, Ani? Ani, how's that feel? Legs. Okay, bring your knees down. Slowly, slowly. And rest, and rest. And that'll push you back here. Yes. Yes. Double the fabric of the belt for one thing, yeah. So it's at the top like here. Yeah, and then pull him toward you, not up, yeah, back. Now he's too close. Walk your hands forward, Tenzin. Tenzin, walk your hands, keep going, keep going, keep going. Now drop, yeah. And pull your belly in. That's all right. No, it's okay. Just pull your belly, use your abdomen. Pull your belly in and push back through here. So you can stretch the back when someone comes down. You can stretch the back. Do you want to come forward into child's pose? Child's pose. Come into come into child's pose. Just that, yes. And so then you can do this. How's that feel? Your back is. So his back is sore. You want to come forward like he was? And let's have Tenzin gently push your back. Come forward. Just come down into child's pose. Come down. Okay, now how does that feel when I do this to you? Good? I can't hear him. Okay, so I wouldn't probably put all my weight. How's the top of your feet? Okay, so see his back. Does it feel good on your back? Great. Okay, so you can work with that a little bit. And if he wants a little more pressure, you can do this. And then eventually you can just do this. Instead of putting the knees on the back, yeah? Give. These aren't the greatest blankets, but they work, okay? We'll put it that way, they work. So since they're very soft, you have to really have structure with these. We'll smooth this out. And then we'll roll this way, and then one more time. Okay, that's for your feet. Yeah, so when you come down into this pose, child's pose, someone can push you here. Well, see, your seat goes up, no? So left. Do you see how this is opening up my ribs? So pick up the right foot and let it way up and let it fall to the left. And look towards your right. Keep taking that foot back. Back. Yes, breathe. Yeah. Good. We've got some really good. Good. Breathe. Nice. All right, now bring the right leg down. Pause in downward dog. Downward dog. Now bring your knees to the mat and your hips back to your heels. So pause. We're going to do the other side. So pause in between. So it really opens up your rib cage. Okay, so we're going to do the other side now. We're going to put the feet down, pick up the left, bend the knee and let it fall, fall, fall. And look to the left and let the foot fall to the right. Yes, breathe. Breathe. Woohoo. And then come on down. Come on down. And come on back. Woo, come on back. Right? Wow. Okay, let's go back to the right side again now. So come down onto your knees and hands. Start like this. And shift your hips to the left and shift your hips to the right. Okay, shift your hips all the way to the right and then look over your right. See if you can see back behind you. Then shift to the left. This is good for your abdomen, by the way, Tenzin. This is good for your abdomen. Shift to the left. Look over the left. Pull this belly in. Use your abs. Shift to the right. Look over your right. Pull the belly in. Shift to the left. Look over the left. Good job. Now bring your chin to your chest. Look at your knees. Turn your toes under and come into downward facing dog. Downward dog. Now you can move your left foot to the middle of the mat. Pick up the right. And let the right foot fall to the left. And then look to your right. And then if you look to your left, see if you can find your foot. Look to your left and find your foot way up and falling. Yes, yes. And now come on down. Pause in downward dog. If you must come down all the way, go ahead. Put your right foot in the middle, lift up the left. Let the left foot move to the right. Look over your right shoulder, see if you can find your foot. Ha! Good. Woohoo! Okay, bring your knees to the mat. Take your knees wide. And bring your buttocks back to your heels. And take your arms way out in front. Try to get your chest down. And bring your forehead, if you can, to the mat. If your glasses are in the way, you can take them off. You can use a block or a blanket under your forehead. But the thing you're trying to do, Tom, is to get the chest to the floor. Chest to the floor, Tom? Yeah, so put a blanket here instead. Kind of come down. Take your legs wider. Yeah, wide legs. Okay. Okay, so now we have wide legs here. Come and sit up and put your hands on your heels. And if you can't sit up with the tops of your feet this way, put a blanket under the tops of your feet. So we're wide now, wide, and go wider. So go as wide as you can. Wide. So you start to feel it in the hips maybe, yeah? Wide hips. If you need a block under you, put a block. If you need a blanket under your feet, put a blanket under your feet. So with this wide stuff, come forward, 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 and drop your forehead down. And feel the groin stretch. Yes. Good, Namge. Namge. It's Namge, Namge, Namge. Okay, let your chest come down. Let everything sink. Let everything sink. Woo, everybody, it's great. So exciting to have this much energy in the air, right? Now walk your hands back, walk your hands back, walk your hands back. Your hands are close to you here, and now lean forward and back. So where is it hurting? Hurting there. Okay, take your legs wider. Take your legs wider, wider, wider. They don't, you're going wide now. It's a different pose than the other. The other pose, it was a different pose. This is wider. Take your hands here, lift up and back. And forward and back. You feel it in your hips? Everybody feel it in your hips? Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Forward. Pull your belly in. Pull your belly in. Look to the left. Look to the right. Start to bring your forehead down. Woohoo. And come on back up. Okay, now bring your knees together. Go ahead. Bring your knees closer together. Turn your toes under, lift up and walk your hands back to your feet. Let your head hang and walk your hands up your legs. And try to smile to yourself. That was good. Nice one. Shake the right, shake the left. Shake the right, shake the left. Shake the right, shake the left. Okay, so come up to the top of your mat, and you're going to take your arms out and back like this. So the hands are going straight back, and you're going to bend your knees like this. Mm-hmm. And then you're going to take the right foot back like this. And the hands are back behind you, and you're going to bend the left knee, and you're going to come forward, and then try to lift this one up. Breathe. 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 Ha. And inhale up. Exhale down. Breathe. Stand in the mountain pose. Inhaling and exhaling. Okay, this time let's start with the hands up. Inhale up. Exhale. Take the hands back, bend the knees. And now you're going to get ready to step the left foot back just a little bit. You're going to kind of get ready to launch. And then you're going to step forward and then take the left leg up. Mm-hmm. And take those arms up. Yeah. Breathe. Pull your belly in. Strong. Yep. Breathe. Nice. And then go ahead. Take your arms up and stand. Woo! And then take your hands here and slide your hands down your legs. And you can add things to the phoenix. They call it the phoenix because you know how the phoenix bird has phalanges like this? You've seen pictures of the phoenix. It has these phalanges off the wings, yeah? So when we start to do this again, we're going to come up with the hands up, pull the belly in, exhale back, bend your knees. And now take your right foot back. So you get ready to kind of step forward. And then you can kind of move your phalanges like a phoenix. Woo! Yes. And then come down. Breathe. Take some deep breaths. Take your hands in front of your thighs and slide your hands down your legs. Just to reset. We're not going to stay here long. And then inhale back up, hands on your hips. Okay, we'll do the other side. Inhale your arms up. Exhale back, bend your knees. Okay, this time you're going to step your right foot back. No, sorry, your left foot back. And pause. Get ready. Because you're going to start to lurch forward and lift the leg. And breathe. And breathe. And breathe. Yeah, keep it up. Breathe. And come down. Take it up. Take your hands down. Breathe. Okay, so let your head hang, let the blood flow into your face and brain, and then walk your hands up your legs. So that's a phoenix. Now warrior 3, which is more taxing to the back, is the same kind of pose, but the arms come forward. So let's try doing a version of it anyway. Okay, inhale your arms up. Exhale your arms down so your knees are bent. Take your right leg back, palms facing each other. Pull your belly in and lift your right leg up. Up, up. Breathe. And then come on up. And down, and nobody's breathing, you notice? Everybody's holding their breath. So breathe. You need oxygen, yes, yes. So that's, the phoenix is with the arms back and the leg up. And warrior 3 is with the hands forward. So sometimes people have trouble with their back with their hands forward. So you have to be careful with it. Okay. So let's go ahead, let's do the other side. Let's pause for a moment in the mountain pose. Take your shoulders back, your palms are facing your thighs. Breathe. Deep breath in, exhale, let everything soften. Wiggle your fingers, tighten your thighs, your kneecaps lift. And then let your knees be soft and your thighs soft, and then tighten again. Tighten and release. Tighten and release. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, let's take the right foot back. And we're going to come forward. So we'll start off like this. Pull your belly in. Pull in. Now, you can either keep this left leg straight or you can bend it. You step up and you lift up the back leg, the right leg. I think we did the right before, so we're doing 2 on the right here. Breathe and come on up. Woo, don't stay long. Good, get a taste of it. Yeah, it's a balanced pose. Good. Take the left leg back. Pause again. So keep your belly in, strong. Keep that in as you step up, and then take your left leg up. Take it up and back. Yes. Breathe. And come on up. And down. Good. And twist. And twist. And get excited about the rain and the water coming down. We need this rain in California. California's burning up. We just wish we could have this rain, right? We wish. Inhale up. Exhale now, come on down, pull your belly in. See how this is on your back. If your back bothers you when you're here, then you should take your hands here and come down. If your back is strong enough, keep the belly in and come on down. Yeah, and let your head drop. So if you need to bend your knees because your hamstrings are tight, go ahead. But you don't want to bend them a lot right now. You want to try to get your hamstring, lengthened. Right. And let go of your head. Let your head go, Tamsin. Let your head go. Yeah. This is a full forward fold. So the other thing you can do here is to take hold of your elbows and then bring your head down. And the weight of your elbows, pull your belly in, and it starts to pull you down. And you can tighten your thighs and your kneecaps, lift. Hold your legs very strong. Energize the legs and fall forward. Keep your belly in, but your jaw soft. Breathe. Feel your ribs move. Feel your back move. So this gives extra weight. You feel the weight that comes into your back when you fold your arms like that. If it bothers your back to do that, you must keep your hands on your legs. Yes. And if someone needs a block, I'm going to demonstrate so someone can have my block afterward. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this up high like this next to the left foot. So you see I have it up high next to the left foot, in front of you and slightly diagonal. You want it out this way, to the left. Yeah, you want to be touching something. So here's a block. Here's a block for you. Here's a block. Yeah. So here you are like this. Now, take your right leg up. Yeah, and point or flex the foot, and then take your right arm up. And bring your belly in and breathe. And breathe. Yeah, breathe. Half moon pose. Yeah. Inhale, exhale, And then go ahead, take the right arm down, take the right foot down, pause in front of your feet, and then walk your hands up your legs. So how did that feel? How did that feel? Good? Yes. Anybody have difficulty with the balance? No? With your left leg. Is it hurting or it just feels unstable? Yeah. Is it always like that? Is it? Yes? And why do you think so? Yeah, it's an interesting thing to think about. Okay, so let's go ahead and take the right foot forward. So did you always know that your left leg feels not as strong? And have you ever done strengthening for it? Specific strengthening for it? Okay. You ever did any weights with it or anything like that? Okay. That's a good one. Okay, so let's go ahead and take the right arm up and then take it down, and if I'm trying to give you a block so you don't have to bend the knee. Take it out, take your right hand out diagonal. Yeah, and then you're going to step up with the left. And then you're going to take the left arm up. Palm facing out in front of you. Breathe. Now, push through the heel. Push through the heel. So flex your foot or point it, either way. And this arm is just straight up. Just straight. Yeah, this comes back toward me. Yeah. It's either point the toe or flex it, but use the foot. Don't let the foot be lazy. Use the foot, the uplifted leg. Okay, now take your left hand down and your left leg and fall in front of your feet and let your head drop and breathe. So everybody here is pretty strong, pretty balanced. Breathe. Inhale, exhale. Eventually you don't need the block because you get your hamstrings long enough, but that's okay. Okay, so walk your hands up your legs, put your hands on your hips. Twist. Let's see what time it is. Okay, may I see? Okay, yeah. Okay, we're going to do a real quick version of a pose that takes a while to get it down. So we're just going to sample it, and then we're going to go into Shavasana, because it's hard to sample this one. Okay, so first we're going to go into triangle pose. So you can bring your right foot forward. Your left foot should be at least a leg's length, And then the toes of the left should come forward slightly, right. Now take your arms out over you now. Your chest should be facing that way. Yes. So I was probably in the wrong place for you anyway. Okay, so hands over your feet. You're facing this way. This is so you can see it from the side. I mean, if I was to do it like this, I really can't see you. So this way I can see you and you're all moving in the same direction. Okay, you're going to take your left hand, put your right hand on your right hip, take your left hand over the right, okay, so it's a twist, and then pick up your right arm. Yes. Breathe. No, your knees are supposed to be straight. So use a block if you need to use a block. So this arms come straight up. Is your shoulder okay? Yes, straight up. So you have a straight line between your hands. Straight line. Yeah. Good. So we're sampling it, okay? How is it? Okay, so go ahead now. Come on out. Come on out. Take your hand down. Pause. And twist. So now the legs are down. There is a version of that where you take one leg up, but we're going to work on that, okay? So now we're going to do the other side. So take your left foot forward, and then we're going to go into Shavasana after this. So you have something to look forward to. Okay, left foot forward, right foot back. So your chest is facing the Congra Valley. I'm here so you can kind of see me from the front. Yeah. So take your arms out. Look toward the Congra Valley. chest toward the conga valley. Now, pick up your right arm and put your left hand on your left hip. And take your right hand to the outside of your left foot. Right? And then start to look to your left and pick up your left arm. Pick it up. And let me see how you're doing. Yeah, nice. Palm facing this way, yeah. Yes, good one, everybody. Yes. Palm facing the Jojiwara Road for most of you, yeah. Nice, nice. Okay, now very slowly take your left hand down and walk your hands up your legs. And put your hands on your hips and breathe. It's a nice twisty one, right? That's called twisting triangle. Twisting triangle. Breathe. So we have regular and twisting. Yeah. Inhale, exhale. Okay, so now I want you to get your blanket ready, because we're going to get ready for Shavasana here. We're going to come down. First, we're not going to cover up right away, but have your blanket ready. And if you need something under your head, and bring your knees into your chest. And open up your legs wide like this. And your elbows, see how my elbows are out? Rock from elbow to elbow. Elbow to elbow. Yeah. So wide legs. Point and flex your feet. Point and flex your feet. Rock from elbow to elbow. So legs, hold on to your knees, go wide with the elbows. Rock to the right elbow, rock to the left elbow. Now pick your feet up here, take hold of them, bend your knees like this. They call this dead bug pose. Dead bug pose. Dead bugs. You know how bugs are on their back with their feet up? Well, that's us right now. So you really want your hands to the outside of your knees. You want your hands to the outside, and you're trying to bring your knee down to your armpit. Down. You can take your knees over to the floor if you want, each one by one. You're getting wide through the hips here now. Now, inhale, lift your head up. Lift up, pull on your feet, and come back. And rock now in happy baby. They call this dead bug pose, and guess what the other name? There's two names for this pose. Dead bug, the other one is happy baby. So you can choose the name that you want. You know, when you're rocking, you can be a happy baby or a dead bug. Okay, everybody. Now, take your feet to the mat. Take your feet to the mat. Now, straighten out your clothes underneath you. Yeah, get everything straightened out underneath now. Turn your palms to face the ceiling. Well, I think you should get your blanket here now because you're laying down. Get your blanket. Start to cover yourself up, and we'll do the rest under the blankets. Yep. Clothes underneath you. Now, wrap your hands up so your hands aren't on the floor. Turn your palms to face the ceiling. Okay, Tenzin. Turn your palms to face the ceiling. And I'm going to have to cover you up. You need to be covered up because the idea is that you stay warm because you get chilled. No, it's really part of the yoga practice. In the summertime, you don't need this. Only in the winter. And let your right foot fall to the right and the left to the left. Yep. Yes. Yes. And your hands are like this. Don't let them be touching the floor. Yeah, you want warm. This side. Let's see, let me get this one. You want this warm. Yeah, you don't want to be cold. Now you have your hands sticking out here. So let's put it down here. Turn the palm. Yeah. Close your eyes. Listen to that beautiful rain. Huh? Listen to that beautiful rain. Beautiful rain. Wow. So let your skin drop and let everything inside your skin drop. Everything drops. Connective tissue, the muscles and bones, everything drops. Now what do you need? Something under your head? Yes, I will get you something. Where's your belt? Let's see where your belt is. So you've got this in half. Yeah, you really need. Let your right foot fall to the right and your left foot falls to the left. Right foot falls to the right, left foot to the left. And let your body drop. And even with the blanket, you still might feel chilled, but you're not as chilled as you would be if you didn't have the blanket on. So the blanket is supposed to keep a certain amount of heat in. Drop. Drop. Drop, drop. 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 Start to see your shape. You're filling out your body. You have a shape of your body on the floor. Let it expand as though you were starting to melt across the floor. And all of your energy is expanding. So you're making room for areas of pain, areas of tightness, areas of scarring. Picture yourself softening with exhale and expanding as you melt. Titles that you have. So all of your blood vessels now are pulled to gravity. So picture your blood vessels like rivers, wild rivers, without any obstruction, rushing through your body, lowering the blood pressure because the vessels are getting wider with gravity. So there's no intense pressure, there's no obstacles. And this blood flow is spilling over your joints and bringing oxygen to areas of tightness, areas of pain, and drop. So you can still hear the rain, you're still present in the room, but you're able to let go of your physical self. Drop. Do you want this over your eyes? Yes. deepening your inhalation, taking your time, wiggling your fingers and your toes, bringing your consciousness back to your breath and to your mat. And when you feel ready, you can bend your left knee and roll over onto your right side and remain curled up in fetal position for a few moments. Take your time, rolling over. And then take your left hand to the floor so you can help yourself, push yourself up, look back behind you, you walk your hands up and come to any comfortable seated position, any comfortable. Keep yourself covered so you don't freeze. Taking your hands to your heart center, you want to honor the work that you did here today. You want to honor your heart center. Everything that you've experienced in your life gets stored here. And that's true with everyone. So when you honor your own heart center by bowing to your heart, you bow to the heart center of all of those around you. Mentally thank everyone for being here today. And to each of you this Wednesday evening, I bid Tashi Delek and Namaste. Tash Delek and Namaste. And things you can do at home. Yeah. Anybody have questions, or if you're too shy to ask me questions, you can come up privately, or you can email me, or you can talk to me at the hospital, or you can tell one of the nurses you want to talk to me. So I do have a cream called Arnica, and it's a natural cream. I'm ordering some so I can share it around. I only have one tube right now, but if you have a soreness, what it does is it reduces inflammation. So if you have inflamed area, it reduces that area and it helps healing. Somebody was using it last night and she does feel it helps, and use it tonight, of course. Heat is also good. Heat, massage, if you have somebody who lives at home that can massage you a little bit, or a friend. When you go home, have some dinner, but don't eat a huge dinner. Just have a little bit. And you'll notice the next day, you won't be as bloated. And just you have your bigger meal at lunchtime and have dinner when you get home. But even though you're really hungry, limit it, eat slower, drink water, and try to decrease the amounts of butters and not huge amounts of meat. I don't eat meat at all myself, but we can go into the whole diet thing on Friday. But just be careful how much meat and milk and dairy that you take in. Yeah, because that is hard on the body to process. And we didn't used to know that. These are things that through research and studying people's illnesses that we're learning. We're all learning together because nobody has the total answer. And if they say they have the answer, it's a red flag. Okay. So I hope you enjoy the rest of your Wednesday night. Get cozy. Try to stay warm. Do some of you can you get your places warmed up? Or you have heavy blankets on you?